Hello students, here's a quick video guide on how to take your outline and turn it into an essay. This needs to be completed in a Google Drive because that's how we're going to edit it. So the first thing you have to do is upload your outline into your Google Drive. Okay. Once you've done that, you have to convert it. Okay. Okay, here it is. As you can tell, it's still a Word doc. So I will open it in Google Docs, and it will still be a doc. I'm going to have to convert it. See right here it says Docs. I need to make a copy. I need to save it as a Google Doc. By saving it as a Google Doc, everything that I do will save. And also, when we're editing, if somebody, does something to your draft and you are not happy with it, you can go back to the original version. Okay, and so this just saves anything that happens to the document, which is very handy. Now, I like to be overly cautious, and so instead of keeping it as an outline, I'm going to make it a new copy, and I'm going to call it a draft. Okay, so this is my draft. I'm going to get rid of these other documents that I can't use. Make sure I have my draft, America's Challenges, and here we go. Now, in order to convert this into an essay, you have to get rid of all that outline formatting, and then you have to either paraphrase and explain and agree or disagree with the evidence, or you have to properly embed it using the graph templates. Okay, remember we're going to use these graph templates right here to embed our evidence. So I have my outline. I'm going to leave everything the same. This right here is just part of my introduction. Okay. But for now, I'm just going to have my thesis statement or my claim, and that's all I have in my introduction. And later on, I will add my hook and my background information. Also, I'll need to double space this. But here's my topic sentence. It says, to begin, racial profiling affects how a minority is treated within a community. I have my first piece of text evidence from my research. Now this is a really long quote, and so I can do a couple of things with it. Okay, and so reading this quote, basically the student is providing the history of our country and how we have created laws in our past that are racist. And so I might, with this long piece of evidence, I might do both. I might do a bit of paraphrasing and embedding. And so here we go. I have my topic sentence. I'm going to look at this. I'm going to introduce part of the quote. This quotation, let me see if I can get her source. It's called Racial Profiling. Right here from Opposing Viewpoints. Okay. And so here's the quote. I will say, for example, in the article, the writers, so I'm using this right here. This says, in her book, I'm just saying in the article, the writer maintains, the writers reveal or discuss, address. And then I'm going to take all this out. How, right here. Racial profiling has been rooted in these acts. We go all the way to here, end quote, and then have my parenthetical citation. Period. Okay. That's just my first part of this quote. Then I'll explain it. I agree with it. And then I will probably summarize some of this right here. I'll explain the Fugitive Slave Act and the Chinese Exclusion Act and the Johnson-Reed Act, and how all of these pieces of legislation have kind of laid a foundation for racist thought and action in our country. Okay, and then I will just keep working my essay like this. For every piece of evidence, I'm going to either break it into little smaller chunks that I'm going to embed using the graph templates, or I'm going to paraphrase it. Now, the key into doing well on this essay is to make sure that there's more of you than in embedded text evidence. You know, when you submit the assignment through SafeAssign, it shouldn't have where 40% of it is cited text. Okay, because that's not enough of you. If your thoughts and your insight, okay, in your argument. So just keep that in mind, and you will just keep working your evidence into your body paragraphs, and then write your intro, write your conclusion, format it correctly, and then the next thing you have to do once you've done all this is you have to make sure that, well, when you turn it in as an essay, you have to download it as a Word doc. You can't download it as a Google Doc. But once you have your essay done, you're going to go up here. You're going to share it. You're going to get a shareable link. You have to fix the parameters of the link. See, right now, the link for my document says anyone at Mesquite ISD can view it. I don't want it to be like that. I want anyone with the link, or for it to be public, can edit. This is key. Otherwise, when we do peer editing, your peers can't leave comments. Okay, so I'm going to save the link like this. I'm going to get a copy of it. Sorry about this. I will copy the link, and then I will post it in the document that is in our writing folder, so my peers can edit it. Okay, you go to your research folder, not writing folder, Google peer editing sheet, and then I will post my link right there. Okay, I'll put my name and the topic, and then link to my draft, and then on peer editing day, I'll assign different people to look at your paper, and you'll look at other people's essays. And I think that's it. Good luck.